Hello, potion seller. I am going into battle, and I want your strongest potions. My potions are too strong for you, traveler.
Personally, I don't use potions very much in Minecraft. I always thought they were a hassle as they don't stack and they take so long to make. But today is a little different. Can you beat Minecraft with only potions? The rules for this run are that I'm only allowed to deal damage to mobs using potions, and the only way I'm allowed to heal is by using potions, as I've turned off natural regeneration. Now, because of this, you could argue that I have to play this on hardcore, as dying technically heals me to full health, but to that I say, absolutely not, as I make the rules here. I will be playing this on easy, as I'm practically defenseless for the first hour of this run, as you can't make any potions until you get blaze rods, which is a whole other can of worms I'll talk about later. For the record, I did die one time, and as a penalty, I raised the difficulty to normal, so you can't say I made this too easy for myself. But with that being said, let's get started. Just like last time, I started in a jungle biome and got out as quickly as possible. I didn't waste any time, as the very first thing I need to do in this run is find a village with a brewing stand in it. I got some melons, wood, and stone, then spent the next 20 minutes trying to find a village, about 10 of which were spent hiding in a mountain waiting for night to pass. The hardest part of this run is going to be actually getting the potions. Since I'm only allowed to attack mobs using potions, I can't actually kill anything until I get my hands on a potion that can deal damage to mobs. I also can't heal until I get my hands on healing potions, which means the first hour of this is actually going to be a no damage run essentially. Regardless, I found a ruined portal with a bit of gold armor, which is better than nothing, made a boat, and continued my search for a village. After finding a savannah village, I was pleasantly surprised to find out that it had not one, but 2 potion buildings. Phase 1 of this challenge is complete, now it's time for Phase 2. Getting blaze powder. Now I know you're probably thinking that just like my Fat Man video, I made an exception for blazes which I can just kill without potions for the sake of getting blaze rods. But that felt a little boring, so what I did instead was make a data pack that adds blaze rods to piglin trading. They can give me between 1 and 2 blaze rods with the same odds as ender pearls. I did only use this once, as getting enough gold for them to give me blaze rods one time was an absolute pain in the ass. Here's some highlights of my nether adventure while trying to get blaze rods. Remember that I have to take as little damage as possible, as I'm not even close to being able to heal yet. Fingers crossed I don't have a horrible spawn. Game's been nice so far. Not a good start. Oh my god, we're gonna have one of these, aren't we? Well, it was going good. No, and I have to go through a soul scene. Literally my 2 least favorite nether biomes. To get to the... Oh, no. Why are skeletons this biome's little quirk? Alright, fortress spotted. You look like you're ready. You are. Okay, all things considered though, this isn't a horrible... Oh, that scared me. Why did you do that? String. Crying obsidian. More string. Crying obsidian. More How much crying obsidian is this guy gonna give me? How much crying obsidian do you even have? What? What? I guess I just got an endless supply of crying obsidian. My first trip to the nether was unsuccessful, as I only had a little less than 20 gold ingots from the ruined portal I found half an hour ago, which wasn't enough to get any blaze rods. So I went back to the surface to resupply and decided that this time I would try to sneak around the bastion I found while I was in the nether to see if I could find any gold in the chest, which would hopefully be enough to get my blaze rods. I snuck into the bastion through the ceiling and was at just the right height to be able to reach the chest at the bottom, but not get hit by the piglin brutes, which could have very easily ruined this entire run. I found some magma creams which I could turn into fire res, which will be really helpful for getting more blaze rods later. Then I found a total of 10 gold ingots in the other chest, which wasn't quite enough to get my blaze rods, but luckily there happened to be just enough nether gold around that I could keep mining it until the piglins decided to give me blaze rods. Yes! Okay, alright, we're good. More excited than I really should have been, I went back to the surface and put my 2 blaze rods into a chest for safekeeping, which brings us to phase 3 of this challenge. That will get us our first potions. Netherwort. Getting netherwort without taking any damage is no easy task, as the only place you can find it is either at a fortress or a bastion. 3 hours later, after going to a trampoline park, it was time to enact phase 3. My plan was to dig out a safe path to the fortress, since I would have to go around a bunch of terrain and build a lot of bridges to get to it otherwise. Run into the fortress, make a beeline for the first netherwort room I see, and run right back out. And it went surprisingly smoothly. Oh, hello Blaze. I got outplayed. So I think if I just get up here and book it, I think I'm good. Alright, I'm just gonna book it. Ooh, don't hit me, please. Yep, there are 2 blaze spawners right across from each other. Okay, found the netherwort. Oh, hello. Okay, you know what, 10, that's all I need. I should not get greedy. This is not the place to get greedy. Alright, I'm done. Hey, I'm done, man. Oh, alright, I'm gonna do something really stupid. stupid. Okay, I pulled that off. Oh, that scared me. Oh, you know, I need glowstone too, so I can extend the potions.
Actually, glowstone makes the potions more powerful, not extend them.
I don't know what that voice was. I'm leaving that out. Alright, let's get up here and mine some of this glowstone. Ooh! Hello. Alright, this shouldn't kill me. Keyword shouldn't. Okay, that wasn't good. That was less than ideal. Home free. Yeah, I pulled all that off without dying or healing once. There was no luck involved whatsoever, and it was all skill. But that means about 2 hours into the run, and I can start attacking things, and I can finally heal. Now, opposed to stockpiling on potions of harming, which is still an option, I've decided that I am allowed to attack things with my fists, but only if I have the strength effect applied. Now, I wouldn't have made this a rule, but the Ender Dragon actually does not take damage from Okay, in my defense, this didn't work when I tested it right before doing the run, but I still count this as a valid run as I am still technically only using potions. I just can't use any weapons when I'm using strength. Regardless, I made some healing potions, strength potions, and fire res, which should make obtaining more blaze rods an absolute breeze. And that it did. I also made some invisibility potions so I could get to the fortress with minimal problems, which worked like an absolute charm. There's a fire res, strength. Alright, let's do this. I started beating the blazes to death with their own rods, as they didn't do any more damage than my fist, and the thought of killing the blazes with their own fallen brethren amuses me. The ultimate goal was 10 blaze rods, as that should be enough to make the Eyes of Ender that I need, and more than enough strength potions as long as I extend them all to 8 minutes with redstone. After getting the blaze rods I need, I went to a cave near the village to mine for some redstone. I used some invisibility and night vision so I didn't have to place torches and mobs wouldn't be an issue. This should have me set on redstone. Thanks for exposing some of the redstone. The next step is getting all the eyes. As always, I used the few ender pearls I had from killing a few endermen way earlier into the run to see if I could find the stronghold, just to get it out of the way while waiting for nighttime. Turns out it was 1,000-ish blocks away in a distant swamp. One eye was already in the portal, and I had a spare one, so I only need 10 to go to the end, which shouldn't be a problem. Now, here's where some of you are probably gonna yell at me even more than you already have been, because after the PTSD that was this video, I decided to make another data pack that makes endermen always drop a pearl. I know some of you don't like this, but again, I don't feel like it actually affects the run as I'm not speedrunning, and I simply don't want to sit here for another hour trying to get pearls. Once again, feel free to dislike the video if you don't like this, but I don't really take these runs seriously, and at the end of the day, you guys watching the video wouldn't even notice if I didn't say anything. Before enderman hunting, I made more than enough strength and healing potions, and then some invisibility potions to make this that much easier. I did all of this a little riskier than I probably should have, but at the end of the night, I killed 5 endermen. We partying like it's 1.8. And respectively got 5 pearls. While I was waiting for night 2, I decided to tame a horse since I found a saddle in the Nether Fortress all that time ago. This made traversing the rather large savannah way easier and made finding endermen way faster, and somehow none of the mobs paid any attention to the horse that's suspiciously running all around the savannah without a rider. Huh. That actually gives me an idea for another challenge. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that video. Anyways, this night was going pretty smoothly, until... Oh. Yeah, I slept in a bed on the way to the stronghold and forgot to set my spawn point in the village again. See, what happened here is that was actually a visual glitch with OBS, and it for some reason put in a few frames of when I died multiple times in my last video. So actually, I survived. Jokes aside, I just set the difficulty to normal as a penalty and pretended that nothing happened. Again, I don't take these runs too seriously, so I'm not doing that all over again. Anyways, I managed to get the last few pearls that I need and made my way all the way back to the stronghold as I wrote down the coordinates. I stocked up on plenty of strength 2 and healing 2 potions before making my way to the stronghold. I had to say goodbye to my horse, as horses are completely unable to swim, and made the rest of the journey on foot. After making sure I was absolutely prepared for this fight, it is time to go to the... I forgot the eyes. After making sure I was absolutely prepared for this fight, it is time to go to the end. The dragon went about as you would expect. I used a bow to take out the crystals as I'm not technically killing anything, and I continuously chugged strength 2 potions and waited for the dragon to perch so I could beat it to death. For some reason, this time around, the dragon had the power to turn invisible as soon as I got too close to her head. However, invisible does not mean invincible, so this was no issue. Just perching again? It's a little fast. Do you just have a death wish? You can stop throwing those. They don't really do anything. It's either this perch or the next one. We'll see. Ooh. Okay, yeah, definitely got her next time, though. Yeah, I didn't even need to bring as many strength potions as I did. I definitely over-prepared for this. There we go. Another challenge done. And I definitely didn't die a single time. I delivered the final blow, jumped into the portal, proving that yes, you can beat Minecraft with only potions. Assuming piglins give you blaze rods, which, let's be honest, should already be a feature so the game is actually beatable in peaceful mode. Anyways, apart from that one OBS glitch, this challenge was actually a breeze. In hindsight, I do wish I got some use out of splash potions, which I never even made one just for fun, but even then, I feel like even with a full inventory of Harming 2, the dragon wouldn't be killable due to the sheer amount of potions it would take. Regardless, that's the end of the video. If you like the video, maybe subscribe if you're new here, and let me know what challenge you want to see me try next. Bye.